Alright, so I'm going to show you how I did my urban camo scheme for my Kasrkins. So I picked up a copy of Shadow Vaults, and I figured I'd show you how I took this and turned it into this-ish. Now keep in mind this is just a quick and dirty job. I do plan on going back and doing some edge highlighting and throwing a couple more colors on there, making things a little prettier. But this is table ready in my opinion. So step one is what I grabbed was Ultramarines blue, and I just kind of blocked out all of the armor plates, the big armor pieces on him. And it's not as important at this step to be super duper accurate, because you can always go back and change things. And later on we're going to hit it with a brown wash, Agrax Earthshade as a matter of fact, and that is going to cover up a lot of the minor issues with the paint job. So this is step one, so get that done. So from this step on, I actually I finished off doing Space Wolves Gray for the undersuit, and I actually decided to change my angle for the camera after this. I actually have a whole bunch of other footage that turned out just as bad as this one is, so the new angle is better. I put the camera over the other shoulder where my offhand is, so that kind of makes things a little easier. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of blocking in it. Now I forgot to hit the focus on the camera here when I first started out, but you'll see in just a second I fix it. What's going on here, and I've fixed it since then, is the camera is trying to focus on the models in the background. So I've gotten that issue corrected, so to speak, for the future. But there's not a whole lot of black on this model. I did the boots, I did the gun, I did the belt and the pouches, the ammo can there on the bottom of the backpack, and the gun itself. Now this is the plasma gunner, and what I use on this one is I use pure white from Reaper. Any white will do really, and then I take a fluorescent color from Green Stuff World, and I use that to do the plasma effects on these guys. So the getting the black blocked in is kind of the last step that you take here. And I've actually tried 3 different ways of doing this camo, and I will show you the different results here. But for this guy, I decided to do the camo before doing the wash to see how that would look. Honestly, I think I prefer doing the wash and then setting the camo. So what we've got here is Dawnstone, and I'm using that just to make some random blobs on the armor. And I did have a look at camo patterns, and I made sure to kind of make the blobs similar to what you would see. And I'm using a 3-color method here. So I got Dawnstone, and I got Abaddon Black, and I have, for the last color, Wolf Gray. Now, on my original model, I had used an off-white, a very, very light gray. I think it was called Vampiric Highlight, and that was just way too bright. So I went back over it with Wolf Gray or with another gray, and then I went back over it again with Wolf Gray. So the initial model does look a little weird because of the fact that I had to go back over the whites. But what I'm doing here is I'm taking the black and I'm kind of connecting the black blobs here to the Dawnstone ones, just to kind of put a little bit of little overlap on each piece. And to me, this kind of makes it stand out a little bit better as something that's not just a blob of paint on a model, because what you're doing is you're overlapping those 2 colors and making it look like it's actual camo, because a lot of the time the camo will cover the entire suit. So in this particular case, I didn't want the model to be that busy. And then for the Wolf Gray, what I'm doing is I'm just putting small dots connecting it to the gray and the black. And the reason why I'm using small dots is because of the fact that this color is still, even for a gray, it's very bright. So you don't want it to be dominating the entire scheme. Anyway, so that is how I did this one. And as you can see from this last bit of video, I've got the first guy there, which I did the Agrax before setting the camo, and that's the one I messed up and put it too bright of a white. And at the second one there is the one with the Agrax after the camo, and the third is the Agrax before the camo and fixed. Anyway, feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and join me on Patreon and Instagram. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you.